Discover how setting personal boundaries transforms your relationships and empowers your life.
Welcome to the Luminous Star, and hopefully you'll come back as a new subscriber. But even if you don't, and you come back and visit, I will still love to have you. To all, leave comments, questions, and hit the like and or subscription button. Okay, to current subscribers, mwah, thank you so much for your subscription. Okay, today's video is going to be me answering a question for a current subscriber. All right, they left me an awesome comment, and they also left me a question. So in today's video, I will be answering that question. Now, please, to that current subscriber, forgive me if I mispronounce your name. I'm going to attempt to pronounce it correctly, but if I do not, just please forgive me. Okay? All right. Now, okay, I'm going to be giving you guys 3 points in this video, and at the end of the video, again, pertaining to those points, leave me comments and questions. All right, and I will attempt to get back with you in at least 2 to 3 days. But I usually like to try to get back and respond about a day or two. All right, here we go. Now, the question that was left from a current subscriber, and here we go, drum roll, Joan Four-Wheeler Bezek. Okay, I hope I am pronouncing your name correctly. Okay, but I want to say, Four-Wheeler, great question, and come back and see me. All right, now here we go. This one is about boundaries and personal boundaries and the silent treatment that a lot of narcissists love to do, right? So in toxic relationships with narcissists, this is something that the narcissist absolutely tries to do right at the beginning of the relationship, and that is breaking down personal boundaries. Now, as the relationship, if you want to call it that, I'm going to say toxic relationship. As the toxic relationship goes on, one of the other things that the narcissist likes to do is to give the silent treatment. Now, they do this as a form of punishment, right? Now, let me go ahead. My first point is this. Narcissists, at the beginning of the relationship, remember that they like to break down the personal boundaries right at the beginning of the relationship. This is something that the narcissist quickly starts to put into play. Breaking down those walls, breaking down those personal boundaries in order to make you feel small, or whoever the target may be. Make them feel small and make the narcissist feel superior, because one of the false images of the narcissist is superiority. So as long as they feel superior, they're going to make sure that all threats are eliminated. That means personal boundaries have to come down, have to be broken. Personal boundaries, guys, to a narcissist is like kryptonite. They cannot have it. They cannot be in the same room with someone who actually has enough self-confidence and enough about themselves. They feel enough about themselves, right? They respect themselves enough to say, no, you're going to respect me. You're going to treat me like I'm a human being. You're going to treat me as if I count. Narcissists can't have that. Absolutely not. Because that is a threat to one of their, well, I'll put it like this. That is a threat to their false self-image. That is a threat. Because you, in the eyes of the narcissist, you and I are inferior all the time, all day, never going to change, right? The narcissist feels that he or she is superior, and you and I are inferior. So if you are a person who feels pretty good about themselves, you have some self-respect, more than likely you're going to practice and put into play personal boundaries. Without it being said, you're going to demand it. You're going to expect it. And the narcissist knows that. So if they can see right from the beginning that you are a person who thinks enough of themselves, self-respect, right? You validate yourself, the narcissist is going to feel threatened. So either one or two things are going to happen. They're going to stick around long enough to see if they can break down those personal boundaries, or they're just going to get gone quickly. All right? So personal boundaries. That's something that has absolutely nothing to do with pushing anybody away. Personal boundaries is something that is the rule of thumb to every healthy relationship. Absolutely. That says, I see you, you see me. So when personal boundaries are going on, we respect one another. We accept one another. And we're not trying to control or manipulate each other because we're getting to know one another. So there's intimacy that's going on. There's effective communication that's going on. We're open to each other and we're getting to know one another. We're not trying to control each other. No, there's no games going on here. So that's what personal boundaries mean in a relationship. And it is vital in every healthy relationship you have. And narcissists know that too. But since we know that narcissists never do healthy relationships, they only do toxic relationships, right? Personal boundaries is like kryptonite to the narcissist. That's the first point, right? Second point, we're going to go into the silent treatment now. Remember, anything that threatens the self-image of the narcissist, they're going to quickly eliminate. They're going to quickly knock down, right? Anything that threatens their sense of self, which is a false self, right? False self characteristic. They're better than everybody else. They're superior. Everyone else is inferior. They have a strong sense of entitlement. So when they start abusing people and mistreating people and delivering narcissistic injury after narcissistic injury, in the mind of the narcissist, there's nothing wrong. They think they're doing the right thing. I know that's hard to believe, but it's true if you think about it. If you really go back to all the incidences that you had, whereas the narcissist was doing everything to try to make you feel small, to try to control you, I think you'll agree with what I just said. Anything that threatens their false self, the narcissist is going to quickly try to eliminate. That means belittling, bullying, insulting. All right, let me drink a little bit of tea, y'all. All right, she's back. Yeah, anything that belittles the narcissist's sense of self, anything that threatens that or looks like is trying to make it feel small, oh no, they're going to switch it around. You're small and they're all that. So anything that threatens it, such as personal boundaries, like I said in the first point. Second point is they will go into the silent treatment because they think that you deserve punishment for trying to make yourself think you're equal to them or even better. So second point is, remember, the narcissist will do anything that's of abusive behavior or any manipulative tactics, anything that will make sure that you feel small and that they're big. They're superior, you're inferior. So that's the second point. Remember that the narcissist will stop at nothing to make sure that his or her false self is intact and secure at your expense. And usually it is at our expense, right? So that's where the silent treatment comes in. That's my third and final point. The narcissist sees silent treatment as a form of punishment because you did not agree to the terms of the relationship, which is very toxic, by the way. That means, what are one of the conditions? That you get bullied, that you are deceived, that you will meet up to their standards, their expectations, which are very unrealistic. I'm talking about the narcissist standards, the narcissist unrealistic expectations that they have of all of us. Outrageous expectations, such as doing exactly what they say, when they want you to do it, how they want you to do it. You have to be perfect. And even when you're perfect, you have to take with a smile their insults, their abusive behavior. Even though you were perfect, and you did everything right, the narcissist will still cut you down. Because remember, in their mind, you and I are inferior and they are superior. So even if you do everything perfectly, you're still going to take the hit for it. And the narcissist sees nothing wrong with that. And you're supposed to go along with that without complaint and with a smile. So the silent treatment, third and final point, the silent treatment is what the narcissist uses to punish others that don't go along with their bullying. So as far as like personal boundaries, four-wheeler, and everyone who's listening, the narcissist uses personal boundaries like, okay, that's trash, that's garbage, got to get rid of that. Personal boundaries is like kryptonite to the narcissist. So personal boundaries have nothing to do with pushing away anyone. So when you and I practice personal boundaries, we're not pushing anybody away. We're actually saying, here I am, and I see you too. Welcome. And I'd like to get to know you too. So let's come together. That's what personal boundaries say. Personal boundaries is very vital in every healthy relationship. And narcissists actually do know this. And to the silent treatment, yes, they use that as a, narcissists use that as a form of punishment. So when they are giving you the silent treatment, they're trying to punish you as a form of manipulation and control. Four-wheeler and everyone watching, I hope I answered the question, okay? And you guys leave me comments and more questions, right? And come back and see me. Until next time, take care of yourself. Mwah.